James Harden has always been one of the game's most prolific scorers. And this year, under head coach Mike D'Antoni, he's also become an incredible facilitator. And while Westbrook has had a lot of hype because of his averaging a triple-double, if you look at Harden, he's close to that as well, averaging double figures in assists and averaging 7-8 rebounds a game as well. All the while doing that, shooting it at an incredibly high efficiency and facilitating one of the most prolific offenses statistically in the history of the game. At the end of the day, though, Harden's still known as a scorer. And when he has the ball in his hands in isolation situations, he's nearly incredible to stop. So we're going to break down 5 moves that he does that make him incredible to stop scoring the ball in the bucket. Now, Harden is really known as a size-up guy, and we'll get into that later where he dribbles, sizes up, hesitates, and goes. But when you watch a lot of footage, he's also very good with the hard jab, one dribble step back, where he catches and he jabs left, comes back right, steps back to get into his shot. One dribble is all he needs. So if we break this move down and we think about what the defender would be doing, when I jab here, the defender has to shift. And if the defender doesn't, then I'm all the way to the rim. When that defender shifts, I'm coming right back to the middle. And I need to make sure that I dribble that ball before my left foot leaves the ground if I'm attacking to the left. So I'm going jab, step and dribble at the same time, and then I'm going to separate as far as I can away. The more space, the more opportunity I have. I've created a closeout with the ball in my hands that the defense then have to, again, close out to contest the shot. So I'm right, left, right into my shot. If I'm a left-hander, it's going to be the exact opposite. So I'm here and I'm left, and then separating away. Keys are, I want to be short, quick, and violent with my jab. If I'm slow, I'm not going to create any space. So I want to be hard and violent, quick and explosive, and then separate as far away as I can. The Harden one dribble step back is simple. Right, left, right, space to the shot. The next move in our Harden series is going to be a V dribble jab cross. A lot of times Harden, if that jab step has been taken away, or that rip has been taken away, he'll go straight into a dribble. Good defenders might know that he has a tendency to come back to his strong hand and shoot that step back. But if he puts the ball on the floor, they have to respect it. And if they don't, he's just going to attack straight by. So what he'll do is, as he jabs, go here with the dribble, and then come straight back into a crossover. Now that can get him to the rim, it can get him into a pull-up, it can still get him into a step back, but he catches here, and he catches and he goes dribble right, jab right, and then he's straight back into his cross. On the step back, we talked about the importance of putting that ball down before your back foot picks up. If you go V dribble to start, since you've got a live dribble, you don't have to be as concerned with your feet as far as when that back foot picks up. So it's going to give you more options to the rim because you have more freedom with your feet. The next move in our Harden series isn't going to be an attack move, a finishing move. It's going to be a setup. James Harden does a great job of using slow, low dribbles to lull the defender to sleep. A lot of time you'll see him and he's just low. It can be a continuous between, across. And then he'll use that, and when the defense gets lazy or goes to sleep, he'll shoot, he'll attack. He may see a high foot and attack that foot, but it's all out of a simple setup. Being the great ISO player that he is, defenses have to be engaged. But it's very difficult to be engaged for a full 24 seconds if the ball is in his hands. So what Harden will do is just size up. And then when that defense reaches, when that defense gets lazy, then he attacks. Very simple, but very effective. We're going to use this setup as we get into our next 2 attack and finish moves. The next move in the Harden series is going to be what we call a dead leg stop. Out of his setup, if he's attacking the rim, he's going right, left, right, just like anybody when they run. With a dead leg, what we're gonna do is in the middle of a step, we're gonna stop. So instead of going right, left, long to the rim, I'm gonna attack and I'm going right, left, right, and I'm gonna stop on that step. So the foot and the ball are gonna hit at the same time. So if I've got a defender on my inside hip, as we attack here, I suddenly stop and I haven't slowed down until I stop. What that's gonna do is create separation as the defender is going to lean or fall to the rim, giving me space to my shot. Now there are several ways to get into a shot out of this stop. One is to step in. The issue with that is the space that I've created, I'm then stepping into it. The second way that's gonna guarantee my space is to come back to square. As I come back, that forces the defense to come even further back to me. So if they do close out hard, I can counter and attack. If they give me too much space, I'm gonna rise straight into my shot. So again, I attack hard, and I'm right, left, right, ball foot, and I'm straight back to square with space to work with. Our fifth move is going to be very similar to that dead leg stop. But another one of Harden's great moves is simply a drag into a shot, where he attacks and he locks this left foot. It's locked in that space. And instead of popping hard, that dribble is going to be a drag. So I step right, and instead of pounding hard, I drag straight back into my shot. Now I'm sure you've seen where Harden goes and then separates even further. We're going to build to that later, building the foundation with just the step, drag, foot is anchored, and that gets me straight into my shot. We want to focus on with this move, with that anchored foot, making sure that we can get straight into our shot from the anchor. I don't want to have to take extra steps, get extra space. I've created that space vertically to the rim. I drag, and that drag functions as my pass, getting me straight into my shot. Set up, attack, these on your hip, drag, anchor, shot. Our sixth and final move in the Harden series, and no James Harden series would be complete without it, is the Jardin Euro-Step. It's been broken down repeatedly. I'm sure most of you have seen footage of him doing his Euro. We're gonna focus today on not just his feet, but the ball. As you know, when Harden attacks into Euro-Step, he's either right, left to finish, horizontal, angle finish, or left, right to finish. But I want you to focus on what he does with his upper body. And this enables him to be extremely efficient and also create a lot of foul situations where he's going to the line for and ones, or at the very worst, shooting two. As he attacks, when he goes that first step to second, he is always very active with the ball. Where players get in trouble is if they leave it in one spot, they're subjecting themselves to deflections and turnovers. So he attacks, and sometimes he's low to low. Sometimes he's high to high. There are times when he Euro steps and the ball goes behind his head. But on those steps, he's very active with the ball. This is dangerous. It's very easy to turn it over. When you break down Harden, he's here to finish. Or high to low, low to high, high, behind his head. That activity with the ball, again, subjects him to getting fouled on the way to the rim. It protects the ball, and it makes his Euro step much more difficult to guard and thus much better than what most Euro steps are.